Hello, Trasidelek. So today I'm going to discuss about the 10 virtuous actions or 10 non-virtuous actions. So before I begin my talk, I would like to pay my homage to Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Samghayas. So when we talk about the 10 virtuous actions or 10 non-virtuous actions, actually these practices actually they are common to both Buddhisms and non-Buddhism such as Hinduisms and Jainisms. So when I talk about the 10 non-virtuous actions, so 10 non-virtuous actions are classified into the three groups. So in Tibetan language, Migewachu, 10 non-virtues means Migewachu, and all these 10 non-virtues are classified into the three groups. The first is the three non-virtues of body, Luki Le Nambasum, and 4 non-virtues of speech, Ngagi Nambashi, and 3 non-virtues of our mind, so Yigi Nambasum. So these are the 10 non-virtues, and when we look at all these 10 non-virtues, Buddha has taught us all these 10 non-virtues in 4 categories. So 4 categories are the Shi, basis, and Samba, attitude, and Jorwa, performance, and Tartuk. Tartuk means culminations. So if we talk about the 3 non-virtues of body, there are 3 types of the non-virtues of body. Is the act of killing. First, Sokcheba, act of killing. Then second is Majimbar Lemba. If I translate this directly, it means that you are taking something which is not given to you. So actually it means that the act of stealing. Then logem means the act of sexual misconduct. So if I take an example of the act of killing, so act of killing actually it is taught in 4 categories. The first is the basis, Shi. So basis means that you are killing the people or any sentient being which is who is alive, and also you have pure perceptions that whom you are going to kill. This is also slightly important. Okay, so first you have to know that whom you are going to kill, and the person or the animals, whatever it is, the persons whom you are going to kill is alive. That is important. Then the attitude that you have a desire to kill that particular persons or animal, and that kind of thought actually has to come based on based on destructive emotions such as attachment, anger and hatred, and ignorance. So these are the things that we discuss when we talk about the process of thoughts and attitude. Then Samba and Jorwa performance. The performance, when we talk about the performance Jorwa, doesn't mean that you have to kill by yourself. If you are asking somebody else to kill, you are letting somebody else to kill, that is also considered as an act of killing. Okay, then the last one is the conclusion or the culminations. Culmination means if you look at the conclusion of your actions, the act of killing, then after you killed that people and you feel that you feel very satisfaction, and you feel that oh, I have taken a revenge and now I'm happy, I'm satisfied what I have done. Okay, so that kind of feelings actually it makes your act of killing more powerful. So these are the 4 categories, and it applies to the all other non-virtuous actions. Okay, I'm not going to repeat this to the another non-virtuous actions. So when we look at the act of killing, so there are the 3 types of killing. Killing based on attachment, killing based on anger and hatred, and killing based on ignorance. Docha gi wangi sokchoba, shedang gi wangi sokchoba, and timu gi wangi sokchoba. So killing based on attachment means that there are people, there are some people who are killing animal for the skins and for meats, and also they are killing to sell the meats to make the money. So these are the killing based on attachment. Then the killing based on anger and hatred is like taking a revenge, and people go for fight in war and killing each other. So these are the killing, actually killing, that kind of killing derives from the anger and hatred. Then there is another types of killing, is a killing based on ignorance. So killing based on ignorance means that we are not criticizing to the other religious or other traditions, but there are some religious practice that they are killing animals, they are sacrificing the animal's life, and they are making a offering the bloods and meats to their god, and they feel that what they are doing is a practice of pure religion or the practice of dharma. But from the Buddhist perspective, it is not a practice of dharma, it is not a practice of religions. So they feel that if we do this practice, then they are going to attain the nirvana. So that kind of ignorance they have, it exists in their mind, and they are doing by themselves voluntarily, and they are thinking that they are doing the practice of dharma. Okay, we are not criticizing them, but from the Buddhist perspective, sometimes it considered as a nonsense, okay, like that. So these are the 3 types of killing. So when we talk about the second non-virtues of the body, the second non-virtues of the body is the act of stealing. The act of stealing, there are 3 types of the stealing. Okay, the stealing by using the power and force. If I say this in Tibetan term, is Wangi Lemba. Wangi Lemba means you are taking something by force or by using the power. Okay, like let's say if I give an example that you are robbing something by force. Okay, and also if you are king of the village, or if you are ruling something and you are giving a command to the, you are giving a order to the somebody else that this particular family has a treasure which is very useful for our country or nation, and we have to take it from them. So it is like using the power. Actually it is also an act of stealing. Then another type of the act of stealing is you are taking something, you are stealing something with silently, Jabu Lemba, without knowing other people. You are taking something silently, so that is the another type of stealing. Then the third type of stealing is like you are using the very deceitful means. Like if I give you an example that there are so many people doing corruption in this world, so corruption is also the act of stealing. And also the tax evasion. Tax evasion also is a part of the act of stealing. And also if I say like as a lecturer in the college, if I give an example, today when we talk about the scholarship, scholarship actually it is meant for those poor students who are not able to afford to give the fees, okay, to give the fees for their education. But today even people, they have a money to pay the fee, but still they are taking a scholarship. And like now today it becomes almost like a take for granted. Okay, so even you have a money, but you are pretending yourself that I'm a poor, I have no money to pay. So okay, so that is also the act of stealing. The third non-virtues of body is the act of sexual misconduct. So when we talk about the act of sexual misconduct, and of course if you have a woman, then if you enjoy sex with another woman, okay, if you have a love affair with somebody else, then of course it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. And the girlfriend, the so-called girlfriend, and the woman whom you are going to have a relationship, if she is infant or she is not become adult yet, she is younger than 13 years old, then of course it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. And also if your girlfriend or the wife or the woman whom you are going to have a sex, if she is nun or she is bhikshuni, then it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. So when we talk about the sexual misconduct, as I described earlier, that all the non-virtues actions has 4 categories: shi, basis, samba, attitude, and jorva, performance, and tharduk, conclusions or culminations. Okay, So when we talk about the basis, basis actually in terms of the sexual misconduct is very complex. Okay, so it has also described from the Buddhist textbooks. If you do the sex like inappropriate time, inappropriate place, inappropriate parts of body, then it could be it is possible that it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. So in terms when I talk about the inappropriate time, it means that if you are having a sex with your woman when there is religious festivals. If I give you an example that the 4th month of the Tibetan calendar, Sakadawa, which is very precious month for the all Buddhist practitioners. So if you have a sex at that time, it becomes the sexual misconduct, even she is your girlfriend or your wife. Okay, then if your woman she is having a menstruating, then it is also inappropriate time. And also if your woman, she is pregnant and she is at the end of the term of pregnancies, she is about to deliver the baby, then of course it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. So these are the inappropriate time. So if I talk about the inappropriate place, means that if there is a stupa, okay, then if you enjoy at this kind of place, like a holy places, then it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. Okay, so and also if you consider that His Holiness the Dalai Lama as your own guru, and if you are enjoying a sex in front of his portrait, or if you are enjoying a sex in front of the Buddha statues, then it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. And also I talked about the inappropriate parts of the body, means that if you are doing the anal sex, then it becomes the act of sexual misconduct. And also if you are doing sex with mouth, then it also becomes the act of sexual misconduct. Okay, so that's all I want to share. In my next video I will discuss about rest of the other, like the 4 non-virtues of the speech and the 3 non-virtues of mind. Okay, I will discuss about this in my next video. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to share. If you feel that my video is useful to you, then please share it as much as you can. That's all. Thank you.